Women want sincerity until it becomes rejection. Think about that. How many times have you told the truth, laid your cards on the table, and felt a spark of honesty, only to watch it die in silence? You sent the message. You confessed admiration. You spoke from your gut. 2 hours later, nothing. Radio silence. Did she hate you? No, she didn't reject your honesty. She tested your patience. You see, most men misunderstand what honesty really does. They think it's a magic wand, that if they speak their heart, desire will bloom like a flower. But desire isn't a flower, it's fire. And fire doesn't respond to wet wood, timing, rhythm, observation. These are the tinder. Without them, your honesty becomes a spark that fizzles before she even notices. Ask yourself, are you building connection? Or are you dumping your soul and calling it courage? Are you creating attraction? Or are you unintentionally pushing her away? That pause you feel after sharing, that's the signal. That's the test. That's the moment to decide whether you hold your ground or collapse. I remember a guy, call him Arif, texted exactly what he felt. He didn't hide, he didn't mask, he didn't play the fool. I like you, I want to see you more. 2 hours later, no reply. Arif panicked. He assumed rejection. But the truth, she paused to measure him. She wasn't cruel, she was discerning. The same words delivered without context, without timing, without control, can repel. Timing transforms honesty from a liability into a weapon. If he confesses too early, he triggers avoidance. You watch, measure, and learn. He didn't overshare, he tested patience. He didn't fail, he recalibrated strategy. Here's the brutal truth. Honesty is not inherently attractive. Honesty is powerful, only when wielded strategically. And if you think just laying it all bare will win her over, you're walking blind into a trap, because desire doesn't respond to truth alone. It responds to confidence, to restraint, to the subtle pull between what's revealed and what's withheld. Every truth you deliver too soon is a missed opportunity. Every measured confession, every strategically timed admission builds intrigue. She didn't pull back because she disliked you. She pulled back because she needed to see if you had control. Presence, awareness. She didn't ignore your honesty. She weighed your value. That's the difference between a man who disappears after a confession and a man who leaves a trail of curiosity and tension behind him. So here's the rule. If he overshares early, you observe silence. You measure value before revealing yours. You respect her rhythm. You hold your truth like a weapon in your hand, not like a shield over your chest. That's how you turn honesty into influence. That's how you convert potential rejection into fascination. Now look in the mirror and ask yourself, are you honest because you must be, or because you've learned the rhythm? Are you delivering truth strategically, or throwing it into the void and praying for attraction? Every moment she steps back, every pause she gives you, is an invitation. He didn't confess blindly. He revealed selectively. And when you understand that, when you internalize that rhythm, honesty stops being scary. It becomes the edge that separates men who fade into oblivion from men who command desire. Sincerity is a weapon disguised as a virtue. Think about that. Not all honesty is equal. Some men spill their hearts and vanish. Others speak with precision and command respect. Which one are you? Are you reactive, dumping your feelings, hoping for a spark? Or are you selective, measuring the moment before you strike? I remember a guy, let's call him Samir. He blurted out admiration on the first date. Her smile faded within minutes, replaced by polite distance. He assumed rejection, shame hitting like a hammer. But here's the truth. She didn't dislike him. She was testing his rhythm. She didn't ghost him because of his words. She ghosted because he offered too much too soon. Ask yourself, are you controlling the narrative, or is your honesty controlling you? Are you a man who sets the terms, or a man who begs for clarity? Timing, restraint, and presence turn truth into power. Mismanage them, and you disappear. Master them, and desire bends to your strategy. If he overshares early, you observe silence. You measure before revealing yours. He didn't fail, he recalibrated. He didn't lose control, he exercised influence. By the end of this, you'll know how to wield sincerity like a blade. Not blunt, not reckless. A precise, calculated edge that draws respect, intrigue, and attraction on your terms and no one else's. Most men here just be honest and think it's a universal rule. Speak your heart, show your feelings, be transparent, and everything will magically align. Wrong. Honesty is not a golden ticket, it's a tool. Wield it recklessly and it slices through attraction like a blunt knife. Are you creating intrigue or are you triggering avoidance? Think about that. You texted her exactly what you felt. No games, no filters. I really like you, I want to see you more. 2 hours later, nothing. Your chest tightens, your mind races. You feel crushed. But here's the truth, she's not cruel. She's assessing. She's measuring value. She's watching how you handle her space, her pause, her silence. That text didn't repel her desire. It revealed your timing. Ask yourself, are you a man who understands rhythm? Or are you a man who confuses honesty with impulse? Are you setting the tempo? Or are you dancing to a song she never agreed to play? Timing is everything. A confession too early is a liability. Patience converts it into power. If he overshares early, you observe silence. You measure value before revealing yours. He didn't fail, he recalibrated. He didn't scare her away, he revealed his awareness. That's the subtle psychology most men miss. Women pull back not because they hate honesty, but because they are testing it. You see, attraction isn't about unfiltered truth. It's about selective transparency. Truth can repel even desire if it's not delivered with strategy. Micro-expressions, pauses, hesitation. These are signals your reaction shapes perception. Spill everything at once, and you vanish. Hold some back, and curiosity spirals. Imagine a man at a coffee shop. He confesses admiration immediately. She smiles politely, shifts in her seat, and excuses herself. Did she dislike him? No. He just revealed too soon. He didn't communicate care. He communicated need. Timing would have transformed that moment into intrigue. So here's the brutal lesson. Unfiltered honesty is a mirage. It looks attractive, but most men get burned trying to chase it blindly. He didn't overshare. He revealed selectively. He didn't fail attraction. He mismanaged timing. Your goal isn't just to speak truth. It's to master the rhythm that makes truth irresistible. Every word you choose, every pause you take, sends signals far louder than your confession. If you measure, calibrate, and deliver with precision, honesty becomes a weapon. If you throw it recklessly, you become predictable, exposed, and forgettable. Are you ready to wield it like a man who commands respect? Or will you keep chasing a mirage? Your brain isn't cruel, it's weird. Every time you speak honestly too soon, her mind triggers a reflex, the rejection reflex. It's not malice, it's biology. Her brain reads unfiltered truth as pressure, a potential threat. Desire spikes at uncertainty, not clarity. She's not rejecting you. She's scanning for rhythm, for awareness. Are you scaring her or intriguing her? At a party, you confessed admiration immediately. She smiled politely, then drifted away. Your chest tightened, Your ego flared. You assumed rejection. But in reality, her mind raced. Is he aware of social rhythm, or is he blind to cues? He didn't fail to connect. He mismanaged timing. She didn't pull away out of dislike. She tested his presence, his calibration, his awareness. Ask yourself, do you understand this reflex? Or are you fighting biology with raw emotion? Every pause she gives is a signal, not a verdict. Every hesitation is a question. Does he read the room, or does he panic and overshare? If he confesses too soon, you pause. You let her curiosity lead. That's how tension converts into attraction. Think of honesty as a fire. When you throw it recklessly, it scares her. When you feed it strategically, it warms her, illuminates interest, and ignites desire. He didn't frighten her with truth. He misaligned timing. He didn't lose intrigue. He simply failed to respect the rhythm of engagement. Her withdrawal is a tool for you. Observe micro-expressions, tone, posture. Desire grows in the vacuum of uncertainty. If you rush, you extinguish it. If you wait, you amplify it. Every calculated pause becomes leverage. Every measured confession becomes a spark instead of a blunt blow. So the question remains, are you commanding the rhythm, or are you exposing need? Are you using the rejection reflex as insight, or letting it feel like defeat? Her pullback is never about disinterest. It's a test of awareness, patience, and control. Master that, and you turn biology into your advantage. If he reacts impulsively, he vanishes from attraction. If he observes and adapts, he cultivates desire. Every pause, every hesitation, every measured step is power disguised as patience. He didn't misstep, he failed rhythm. She didn't reject him, she measured him. Understanding this reflex separates men who are forgotten from men who are remembered. Timing is power. Never forget that. Perfect honesty delivered too soon is toxic. Perfect timing with measured truth, magnetic. The difference isn't subtle, it's brutal. Ask yourself, when does honesty attract? And when does it repel? Are you creating trust, or are you triggering instinctive withdrawal? He waited 3 encounters before revealing intentions. The first 2, he observed. He mirrored body language, tested responses, noted micro-expressions. By the 3rd, she leaned in, laughing, eyes flicking with curiosity. The same words dropped earlier would have been dismissed, maybe even forgotten. Timing shifted her perception from threat to trust. He didn't force desire, he cultivated it. She didn't ignore him, she tested his rhythm. Micro-calibration is the silent game men rarely master. Watch, listen, mirror subtly. Push gently, then retreat. Every observation is data. Every reaction is a signal. The tension you create is not pressure, it's leverage. Too fast, and you burn the spark. Too slow, and you fade into the background. Patience is not a weakness, it's a strategy. Ask yourself, are you rushing because of impulse, or are you pacing with purpose? Are you revealing everything, or are you letting curiosity pull her forward? Timing is the unseen hand that turns confession into fascination. Every pause, every delayed truth, converts uncertainty into desire. If he rushes honesty, he risks ghosting. If he paces, he converts tension into attraction. He didn't bluff, he controlled rhythm. He didn't manipulate, he orchestrated presence. The difference between men who are remembered and men who are forgotten is often measured in seconds, pauses, and calibrated exposure. Consider body language, tone, and context. Each interaction is a chess move. Confess too soon and the board collapses. Wait too long and the opponent forgets your position. But master timing and every revelation lands with impact. Desire escalates not because you spoke, because she wondered when you would. The brutal truth. Men are obsessed with being honest in the moment. Women are obsessed with testing honesty across time. He didn't miscommunicate. He mismanaged timing. She didn't dismiss him. She assessed the rhythm, mastered the rhythm, and honesty becomes a weapon. Mismanage it, and it becomes a liability. Every text, every smile, every subtle gesture carries weight. Do you sense the opportunity to pause, to let anticipation build? Or do you rush and extinguish curiosity with premature truth? The men who pace, who calibrate, who respect the tempo, they are the men who command attention without begging. He didn't overshare. He revealed selectively. He didn't panic at silence. He used it. She didn't withdraw out of disinterest. She measured his patience. Timing is power. Control it, and you control the game. Neglect it, and the game controls you. Honesty is a weapon, not a shield, not a plea. A weapon, but only when wielded with precision. Scarce, selective, delivered with intent. Ask yourself, are you honest because you must or because it commands respect? Are you spilling truth to fill emptiness, or are you calibrating influence? Think about the men who confess immediately. They flood her with transparency, raw emotion, unfiltered desire. What happens? Control slips. Interest fades. They chase. They beg. They disappear. Contrast that with the man who holds back, who measures timing, who lets honesty hit like a calculated strike. He doesn't chase, he calibrates. He doesn't plead, he commands attention. You admitted admiration only after a teasing game. Her laughter was light, playful, and electric. Then, over the next few days, the messages lingered longer, the responses sharpened, curiosity built. That single confession didn't scare her. It captivated. Timing turned a simple compliment into intrigue. He didn't force desire, he orchestrated it. She didn't dismiss him, she measured his rhythm. Every word, every pause, every well-placed expression becomes leverage. Micro-calibration isn't optional. Observe, mirror, test responses. Notice how she reacts to your tone, your posture, your subtle signals. When the moment arrives, deliver your honesty like a scalpel, not a sledgehammer. The difference is magnetic tension versus predictable pressure. Ask yourself again, are you honest to express, or honest to elevate your influence? If he confesses with timing, you gain influence. If he confesses blindly, you lose control. He didn't miscommunicate. He chose the moment. He didn't panic at silence. He used it to amplify anticipation. She didn't withdraw because of the truth. She assessed delivery. Honesty is no longer a passive trait. It's an active strategy. Each calculated revelation builds respect, fascination, and attraction. Scarcity amplifies desire. Selectivity cultivates value. Every confession you hold until the right moment is a spark waiting to ignite curiosity. Mismanage it, and its fire burns out. Master it, and it becomes the weapon that keeps her attention focused entirely on you. Micro-expressions, subtle teasing, calibrated pauses, these are not tricks. They are signals of mastery. Men who rush, honesty fade into the background. Men who pace, who measure, who deliver selectively dominate the space without overt effort. He didn't beg for attention, he commanded it. He didn't force intrigue, he curated it. The brutal truth. Honesty is only attractive when it's scarce, when it's deliberate, when it's time to elevate your presence. Every premature confession is a surrender of power. Every delayed, precise admission is leverage. Are you wielding honesty as a tool, or are you handing it over and hoping for return? Your choice determines attraction, respect, and control. If he confesses with timing, influence grows. Tension escalates, curiosity peaks. If he confesses impulsively, control vanishes. Desire dips, intrigue collapses. Strategy transforms truth from a simple statement into a force. Scarcity and precision are your allies. Timing is the difference between a man who fades and a man who fascinates. Rejection isn't defeat. It's a mirror. It reflects not her opinion of you, but the version of yourself you're showing. Ask yourself, is she rejecting you or your current presence, posture, and energy? Are you confident, composed, calibrated, or are you spilling need disguised as honesty? He approached her with the full truth. No games, no hesitation. She stepped back. Pain struck like a punch. Ego flared. His mind raced. But here's the key. He reflected. He examined posture, tone, confidence, timing. He didn't crumble. He recalibrated. A week later, he approached again. Subtle, controlled, strategic. Her attention shifted. The same confession, delivered with awareness, was received as intrigue, not overwhelm. He didn't fail, he evolved. She didn't reject truth. She evaluated presence. Every rejection is feedback. Honest, brutal, invisible feedback. It exposes blind spots. Maybe you speak too quickly. Maybe you overinvest. Maybe your energy signals need instead of value. Emotional intelligence. The unseen skill turns these lessons into leverage. You learn to pause, to observe, to mirror, to adjust. You rebuild. You elevate. Ask yourself, when you feel her pull back, do you flinch, retreat, panic? Or do you analyze, adapt, and grow stronger? If he flinches at rejection, he stagnates. If he analyzes, he evolves. Every setback becomes a stepping stone. Every misread signals a lesson in perception. Men who grow are men who reflect. Men who panic are men who fade. Rejection also clarifies standards. It shows what energy she responds to, what pacing works, what presence commands curiosity. Are you aware of micro-reactions, pauses, glances, shifts in tone? These are signals most men ignore, lost in emotional reaction. He didn't misread her, he misaligned energy. She didn't dismiss him, she communicated requirements. Learn to read it, and rejection becomes a tool, not a wound. Consider the role of ego. Most men take rejection personally, interpret it as proof of inadequacy, brutal truth. It isn't personal, it's a measurement, a reflection. Your ego may burn, but insight transforms that pain into power. Resilience converts loss into authority. Composure signals strength. Awareness signals value. Emotional intelligence silently elevates presence far more than words ever could. Micro-adjustments matter. A softer tone, a confident posture, calibrated timing. These invisible tweaks turn a failed attempt into a successful engagement. The men who master this are rarely the loudest. They are the measured, the observant, the deliberate. He didn't grovel, he reconstructed presence. She didn't reject interest, she evaluated energy. So ask again, are you absorbing rejection? Or are you using it? Are you letting ego dictate response? Or are you letting observation guide evolution? Every reflection, every pause, every micro failure becomes data. Analyze it, apply it, elevate yourself. That is the brutal truth. Rejection doesn't diminish you, it reveals you, and men who see it learn from it and act. Are the men who dominate not through force, but through presence, patience, and calibrated intelligence. Comfort kills attraction. It lulls tension to sleep. Mystery maintains it. Ask yourself, are you building rapport or annihilating tension? Are you creating desire, or are you handing her predictability on a plate? Men confuse comfort with connection. forgetting that curiosity fuels chemistry. You admitted feelings but paused mid-conversation, observing reactions. Her gaze sharpened, pupils dilating slightly, a spark igniting in the corner of her eyes. What could have been a flat confession became electricity. He didn't blurt truth, he orchestrated anticipation. She didn't reject honesty, she rejected predictability. Timing and subtle restraint transformed simple words into a magnet pulling interest forward. Desire spikes when honesty is tempered by challenge. Sincerity without tension is dull. Restraint without clarity is confusing. The balance is everything. You calibrate, a compliment here, a pause there, a teasing question, a measured disclosure. Each element builds pressure without panic. Each pause amplifies curiosity. Each observation signals awareness. Ask yourself, are you oversharing because you feel compelled? Or are you pacing revelation to increase value? Are you speaking truth? Or are you removing the very friction that drives desire? Desire is not comfort. Comfort is safe. Desire is the subtle dance of knowing and withholding, of saying enough but never all. If he overshares, desire fades. If he balances, intrigue grows. He didn't miscommunicate, he mastered rhythm. He didn't spill emotion blindly, he engineered engagement. She didn't pull back out of disinterest. She measured depth and timing. Emotional intelligence in the moment translates directly to unseen attraction. Every micro-adjustment signals control. Every calculated pause fuels curiosity. The brutal truth: men overvalue being liked. Women overvalue tension. He didn't fail because she wasn't receptive. He failed because he removed the magnetic gap that compels pursuit. She didn't ignore honesty. She reacted to predictability. The men who dominate attraction understand this. They mix sincerity with restraint, clarity with challenge, confession with curiosity. Every pause is power. Every observed reaction is leverage. Every measured word converts potential comfort into desire. Are you willing to hold back, to watch, to measure, to wait? Or will you overshare, collapsing tension before it even has a chance to generate spark? He didn't lose attraction by being honest. He lost it by being predictable. He didn't fail because of content. He failed because of timing and rhythm. She didn't reject honesty. She rejected certainty. Master balance. Master desire. Let restraint fuel interest. And watch attraction accelerate naturally. Men who reveal everything lose edge. Transparency without selectivity signals desperation, not confidence. Ask yourself, are you being honest to elevate presence, or honest to fill silence? Are you sharing truth or surrendering mystery? Value is rarely given. It is demonstrated, curated, and protected. At dinner, he complimented sparingly, timing each word like a scalpel. Her posture shifted. She leaned closer, eyes flicking, unconsciously measuring worth. He didn't speak more. He held back. He didn't force attention. He drew it with stillness. Silence became magnetic. Words became precious. Respect wasn't earned through verbosity. It was signaled through selective revelation. Stillness is the hidden signal of high status. Men who saturate honesty flatten value. Men who filter command attention. Every pause, every measured confession, every calculated moment of quiet says, I am aware, I am confident, I am in control. Ask yourself, do you fill every gap, or do you let space amplify presence? If he saturates honesty, he flattens value. If he filters, he commands attention. He didn't fail by withholding, he succeeded by amplifying curiosity. She didn't dismiss him because he spoke less. She respected him because he spoke with purpose. The brutal truth: value is perceived, not declared. Men who rush transparency are predictable, consumed by need. Men who practice selectivity radiate strength. Their restraint signals that not everything is accessible. Mystery becomes leverage. Stillness becomes magnetism. The less you reveal, the more she invests energy trying to understand, trying to engage, trying to earn your attention. Ask again. Are you transparent or are you desperate? Are you handing over honesty like currency, or are you holding it as a tool of influence? Every calculated pause, every measured compliment, every withheld detail elevates your status without a single word of explanation. Micro behaviors matter. Eye contact, timing, tone, posture. When you let silence speak, interest intensifies. When you filter, intrigue builds. He didn't overshare. He curated presence. He didn't chase attention. He commanded it. She didn't respond to content alone. She responded to value demonstrated through restraint. Remember, selectivity isn't playing games, it's demonstrating standards. It's the silent code of high-status men. Every filtered truth, every timed confession, every pause that communicates awareness reinforces attraction without effort. Speak less. Observe more. Let stillness and selectivity do the work your words can't. Men obsess over words. Every yes, every no, every confession, dissected, brutal truth. She's not speaking in full sentences. She's speaking in signals. Are you reading retreat or engagement? Are you following rhythm or chasing literal replies? She smiled, touched her hair, and stepped back. He panicked, texted again immediately. Did I scare her? He thought. A subtle observation would have told him. Wait. Body language overrules a flat confession every time. He didn't misread interest. He misread timing. She didn't reject him. She gauged awareness. Ask yourself, do you act on words or on cues? Are you responding to statements or to signals? Every gesture, glance, and pause is data. Every shift in posture is a story. Desire is in movement, tension, micro-expressions, not in sentences. If he reacts to words only, he misfires. If he reads cues, he masters rhythm. He didn't fail communication, he failed perception. He didn't misalign truth, he misaligned timing. The men who dominate attraction understand signals, not scripts. They respond to energy, micro-reactions, and pacing. Rushing based on words destroys intrigue. Waiting based on signals cultivates tension. Observe gaze, breathing, posture, hand movement. Does she lean in or recoil subtly? Does she mirror your energy or freeze? Signals reveal intent. Words often mislead. He didn't lose her because of content. He lost her because he acted prematurely. She didn't signal rejection, she signaled evaluation. The brutal truth. Most men chase literal responses because they are uncomfortable with ambiguity. The men who succeed embrace subtlety, patience, and awareness. They let behavior guide action. Every pause, every glance, every subtle smile is a lesson in attraction. Ignore them, and desire fades. Read them, and you set the tempo. The women who measure interest don't need explanations. They need observation. He didn't fail honesty, he failed rhythm. She didn't reject honesty, she tested observation. Ask again, are you reacting to words, or are you mastering signals? Master the signals, and you master influence. Timing, observation, patience, these are your tools. Words are secondary, perception is primary. Your ability to read rhythm, not script, separates men who are forgotten from men who are pursued. Clear, timing, tone, selection. This is the cold confession framework. Step 1. Observe. Watch posture, glances, Micro reactions. Do you notice her curiosity, or are you blind to rhythm? Step 2. Calibrate. Adjust tone, energy, timing. Every interaction is data. Every pause is leverage. Step 3. Reveal sparingly. Not all truth, not all at once. Reserve honesty as a tool, not a weapon thrown blindly. He waited 3 weeks. 3 weeks of observation, calibration, silent assessment. Then, over a shared joke, he admitted attraction casually. She laughed, eyes flicking to him with curiosity, respect, and subtle intrigue. Timing, one what urgency would have destroyed. He didn't rush. He measured impact. She didn't dismiss honesty. She rewarded preparation. Ask yourself, are you delivering honesty, or are you testing presence? Are you confessing to fill space, or revealing to elevate engagement? Every word, every pause, every expression becomes a statement of value when delivered with intent. If he confesses coldly with preparation, he commands desire. If impulsive, he loses power. He didn't blurt truth, he orchestrated intrigue. He didn't beg attention, he demanded respect through timing. She didn't ignore honesty, she responded to controlled revelation. This framework isn't theoretical, it's brutal, practical, and actionable. Observation teaches rhythm, calibration transforms timing into leverage. Sparing revelation converts tension into pursuit. Every step builds anticipation, respect, and fascination. Men who master it are remembered. Men who fail it are forgotten. Remember, honesty untimed is weakness. Honesty calculated is a weapon. Step 1. Observe. Step 2. Calibrate. Step 3. Reveal sparingly. Pause. Measure. Execute. The cold confession is not emotion, it's strategy. Are you ready to act with control, or will you surrender power to impulse? He didn't overshare, he tested patience. 2 messages, then silence. She wondered, calculated, leaned in. He didn't fill gaps with words, he let tension speak. Are you rushing to be understood, or are you letting presence dictate rhythm? He didn't confess blindly, he revealed selectively. Over 3 encounters, a smile here, a teasing comment there. She noticed nuance. Curiosity built. Micro reveals became magnets. He didn't dump emotion, he sprinkled it strategically. She didn't dismiss honesty, she anticipated it. He didn't fail, he recalibrated strategy. The first attempt fizzled. He stepped back, adjusted tone, posture, timing. A week later, the same truth landed like gravity. He didn't flinch at rejection, he converted it into insight. Are you reflecting, or are you panicking? She didn't reject him, she filtered his value. A glance, a pause, a subtle test. Her mind assessed worth. He didn't misread signals, he refined delivery. She didn't vanish because he spoke, she evaluated because he controlled pacing. Desire didn't vanish, it was redirected. Interest shifted, energy realigned. One pause, one measured word, one subtle smile changed trajectory. He didn't lose connection, he guided it. She didn't disengage, she recalculated. Micro story. At a rooftop bar, he teased lightly, then went quiet. Her eyes lingered, tracing reactions. A conversation that could have died ignited into playful tension. He didn't force engagement, he allowed curiosity to expand. She didn't dismiss him, she leaned in. If he reacts impulsively, he collapses intrigue. If he observes, he converts curiosity into pursuit. He didn't fail because she pulled back, he failed when he ignored rhythm. She didn't reject sincerity, She tested awareness. Every step, pause, micro-reveal is a beat in influence. He didn't overshare, he tested patience. He didn't confess blindly, he revealed selectively. She didn't reject him. She filtered his value. He didn't fail, he recalibrated strategy. Desire didn't vanish, it was redirected. The brutal truth. Mastery is not louder words, it is measured presence. Are you commanding attention through rhythm or surrendering power to impulse? He didn't miscommunicate, he orchestrated engagement. She didn't vanish, she responded to strategy. Behaviors nail people. She pulls back. It's not cruelty, it's assessment. He didn't overstep, he respected boundaries. Are you reacting to actions or judging character? Consent is non-negotiable. Respect is mandatory. He didn't force attention, he observed signals. A glance, a pause, a micro-gesture, each tells the truth of engagement. If he ignores consent, he loses trust. If he honors it, he commands respect. Ethics are not optional. They are the framework that allows strategy to exist without harm. Ask yourself, are you wielding honesty as a tool or as a weapon? He didn't manipulate, he calibrated influence. She didn't reject him personally, she responded to integrity. This framework trains your reactions, not the judgment of others. Presence, timing, honesty, ethical always. Micro story. At a cafe he admitted intrigue but paused, watching her comfort level. She smiled, relaxed, leaned in. He didn't pressure, he observed. Ethics created attraction. Respect amplified tension.